The rusty nail smelled like cheap whiskey, gunpowder, and fear. Cutter sat frozen, with Ruby's blade pressed tight against his throat. A thin line of blood already trickled down his neck. Sly walked slowly around the table, revolver dangling loose in his hand. "You boys thought you could roll into our territory and we'd just roll over?" He stopped behind Cutter. "Big mistake." One of the butchers suddenly went for his gun. The shot rang out. Isaiah grunted in pain as a bullet grazed his left shoulder, tearing through his shirt and drawing blood. Nightwater's knife flew across the room a split second later. Burying itself in the shooter's shoulder, the man screamed and dropped his pistol. Luca was the first one through the back door, revolver already drawn. "Everybody stay real still," Luca growled, his deep voice filling the room. "Next man who twitches gets a bullet between the eyes." Cole's voice cut through the chaos, ice cold. "Nobody else moves." Sly pressed his revolver against Cutter's temple, eyes dark. "You just made this personal." Luca suddenly stepped forward and put a firm hand on Sly's wrist, lowering the gun. "Hold up," Luca said, his voice low but urgent. "Don't kill him." Sly frowned. "Why the hell not?" Luca looked around at the crew, then back at Cutter. "Kill them all and the rest of the butchers. We'll think their whole crew got massacred. They'll come back with 20 men looking for blood. Let this one live. Let him crawl back to New Orleans and tell his boss exactly who they're dealing with." "That's a better message." There was a long, heavy silence. Cole stared at Luca for a moment, then gave a single nod. "He's right." Sly let out a frustrated breath, but finally lowered his gun. "Fine," he muttered. "Get this trash out of my sight." Cutter and the surviving butchers were thrown out the door and sent running into the night. As the crew rowed back toward Peace River Landing, Isaiah's shirt was already soaked with blood. When they pushed through the doors at the Gator's Den, they froze. Katya Volkov was standing near the bar in her clean white blouse and apron. The moment she saw the crew walk in, her silver-gray eyes filled with worry. "Cole!" She rushed forward, then stopped when she saw Isaiah's bloody shoulder. "What happened?" Sly chuckled. "We had a little talk with the Bayou butchers." Isaiah caught a graze. Katya didn't hesitate. She pointed at a chair. "Sit him down, now." While Mama Rose cleared off a table, Katya opened her medical bag and went to work cleaning and stitching the wound. Luca stood nearby, arms crossed, watching her work. After a moment he spoke up, his voice low. "You're good at this." "Real good." Katya glanced up at him, surprised, then gave a small nod and kept working. When she was finished, she looked straight at Cole, her voice soft but serious. "I came tonight because I was worried about you. And it looks like I was right to be." Cole stared at her, chest tight. "Thank you, Katya." She gave him a small, worried smile, then looked around at the whole crew. "If any of you get hurt again, you come to me. Understand?" Jessie leaned over to Ruby and whispered, "Girl's got spine. I like her." Nightwater gave Katya a single, respectful nod. Cole looked at his crew, the girls. Nightwater, Luca, Isaiah getting patched up, and Katya standing in the middle of all of them. The war with the Bayou butchers had officially begun.